Hot off the heels for SKO 2026. Welcome back, everyone. This is Mike Brookman with the Radan guys. It's Casual Friday, so let's dive in. SKO, what does that stand for? Well, if you're not in the salesy world, it represents sales kickoff. It's generally at the beginning of the year where we collect everybody up. We kind of send them someplace nice so we can sit in some conference rooms and chat about the year we just had. In this case, it was 2025, and then what we're gonna do to even do better in 2026. It's a great time to network with your colleagues that you don't get to see every day. Congratulate all the high performers. And my favorite part is to get a little bit of education and get pumped up by an awesome keynote speaker. And that's exactly what we had this year. And this year's big topic from an outside person giving us that education was all about negotiation. Now it's kind of driven to be a little bit on the professional side of negotiation, kind of helping out our sellers. But it really resonated with me with something that I'm going through in my personal life right now, trying to buy a different car. Am I going to be an awesome negotiator now? Well, it's story time. So yeah, I'm trying to buy a different car. And I kind of locked in on one. I called up a dealership just to confirm that they had it, and they did. Not sure who I spoke with, but walked in, get confronted, asked if I needed sales help. I said, I sure do. The guy comes out, shakes my hand, asks me what I'm looking for. I tell him. He goes, let me go get the keys. Oh yeah, by the way, can I grab your license? I'm like, sure. Give him my license. He goes away with that, took a picture of it, came back with the keys. We walk out to the truck. On the way to the truck, we basically just talked a little bit about where I was from, not too far away from where the shop that I was at, and the weather. Gives me the keys, tells me I'm off on my way, and he lets me drive it off a lot all by myself. So this isn't uncommon for where I live, and maybe it's a Minnesota nice thing, maybe it's a regional thing, maybe it's like this where you guys live too, the trust that they have, you're not going to just steal their car. But in a way, you kind of want that representation, right? It was a used car, so maybe he wasn't familiar with it, even though it was a product that they sell new. Sometimes you do want that touch, right? Explain some of the features in this vehicle, kind of show me what this can do and what that can do and how that works. But I also like the freedom of being able to, do that on your own as well. So I took it on a nice little drive, took it up on the highway, took it through the city. I was gone for maybe 15 minutes. Bring it back, took the keys to his desk. He gave me a piece of paper with some finance options and what their cost was. And I basically said, thanks, and then I left. No real negotiating there on either parts, and no real insight or discovery on his part. And that's where I think we're going to tie this into Radan. Now, I'll be very cautious not to make this into a sales pitch, especially since it's Casual Friday. But our selling cycle is a lot different than that. We want to become partners, right? Our companies are going to kind of align. We're going to listen to your needs, what you do, how you do it, what you need us for. And then we're going to give you information about what we can do to improve upon that. And see if we can just join forces together and, like I said, become that partnership going forward. And do it in, a friendly way. Now, there's different ways of selling. We can impress you with all of our features and, things that we can do. We can talk with big words. But most of the time, I think our sellers are just conversationals, right? They just want to talk to you like a normal person. See your needs, find, not to throw in some selling words, but your pain points, right? Find out what you're struggling with and then see if we can help. And I think one thing that might set us apart from our competition is we're willing to say we're not the best fit and we'll walk away. And we're hoping that you would also have that same insight. That is, as you're looking at us to see if we can do things that you need or expect, if we don't fit for you, let's not force it. We don't want to have our really brand new relationship fall apart because either one, lack of knowledge, lack of interest, or we can't deliver on what we said we could. So with that being said, obviously I'm a little bit jazzed from going to our SKO and kind of feeling all pumped up. But I think our sales team does an amazing job at doing that. And hopefully you would agree. Now, one thing I like to do before we go is crack one open. Relax, it's Diet Coke. But cheers to my good buddy William, the sales guy that got MVP for production software for 2025. So here's to you, William. Congratulations on a year 2025 of well done, well-deserved MVP. Next week, I'm going to be on vacation. So a little treat for you if you guys are following along. We've probably done more casual Fridays and more shorts. I like doing the shorts. I think they're kind of clever. But next week is going to be filled with tech tips. One every day. We're going to post them out at lunch at Central Time. Well, maybe we'll do it at 1 o'clock. That way you guys can go to lunch and come back. The first thing you do is pop open the Radan guys and you watch a little tech tip. It's like work. It's like work. I think that'll be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to delivering it and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm going to be someplace nice and warm, getting out of Minnesota yet another week. It's Casual Friday. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.